Hi everyone and welcome once again to NJPW Extra. I'm Chris Charlton right here in the NJPW Event Center where we are looking forward to some big action coming up on the New Year's Golden Series, all live and in English on njpwworld.com. We have a huge episode of NJPW Strong to cover and a huge featured match this week. We're continuing our look back at the best fan voted matches of 2021 and we're going to take you to just about a year ago when the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship was on the line between Jon Moxley and Kenta. That's still to come, but first, let's look at what's happening around the world in New Japan Pro Wrestling this week. Starting in Japan, where a 2-week break from the touring schedule will see a much-needed chance to regroup for House of Torture. Matches are scheduled to resume on February the 6th on a tour that kicked off with the team and Dick Togo in particular taking a series of L's at the hands of Chaos. On Sunday, February the 13th, the New Year's Golden Series heads to Osaka where the Never Openweight Championship will be defended by Evil against former champion Tomohiro Ishii in a lumberjack match. Finally, in theory, constant House of Torture interference will be neutralized as Chaos members will join as Lumberjack enforcers ringside. This is the first Lumberjack match in New Japan Pro Wrestling since 2017. But will it see Tomohiro Ishii come out on top? Find out live and in English on njpwworld.com. On an event headlined by an all-star tag team match, SANADA and Tetsuya Naito facing Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi. All four men counting down to 2 huge title matches rounding out the tour in Sapporo. The New Year's Golden Series kicked off with wins for both Naito and Sanada in 6-man action. But now in this direct tag team affair, will it be the champions or the challengers delivering the strongest messages heading into the tour closes? Meanwhile, in the US, the Nemesis series came to a conclusion on NJPW Strong, starting with Arya Daivari getting a rematch from Philadelphia against Alex Zane. Ever since coming to NJPW Strong, Daivari has promised that he's turned over a new leaf and will be fighting on the straight and narrow as long as he's in the cerulean blue. Yet frustration would get the better of Arya Daivari, and when he couldn't get a win, he almost resorted to old habits, grabbing a ring bell and moving to strike Alex Zane with it before thinking better, only for that to result in defeat. Time will tell whether Daivari's newfound conscience will see him to newfound success. After almost a year, the Alex Coughlin Open Challenge Series concluded this week on Nemesis. After Coughlin got the seal of approval from the War Master Josh Barnett, this week would see Coughlin's final test as he faced the imposing JR Kratos. Kratos' power was immense as ever, and the hits were hard both in the ring and out, but Coughlin would be able to summon up superhuman strength. A massive gut-wrench suplex, and although his flying tackle would see a spectacular counter, ultimately a German suplex worthy of Gotch himself would see the 3 count. Alex Coughlin, a young lion no more, and with a future that's extremely bright indeed. Speaking of open challenges, this week saw the first of the US of J Open Challenge Series, as he faced the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, making his first appearance in the New Japan ring for years. Jay White is famed for wrestling well beyond his years, but Daniels has seen it all and done it all, and the Fallen Angel was unflappable until he was sent over the top rope. Jay White took control of the knee, but the Fallen Angel responded with a Death Valley and a Koji clutch, and a little bit of sneaky tactics, a hair pull from Daniels, leading to a Blue Thunder for a Tope Suicida to the floor. Yet Jay White would deal heavy damage with a back body drop on the concrete, but Daniels would recover to hit Angel's wings. Back inside, he could only get 2 on Jay. In the end though, when the Fallen Angel went up for the best moonsault ever, he'd only found the knees of the Switchblade, and Blade Runner followed to give Jay White victory. So some incredible action from the Vermont Hollywood this week as Nemesis wrapped up. And we're back in the Vermont February the 17th for Rivals. Tickets are on sale right now. Head to njpw1972.com for information and for big match announcements. How about this one? Yuya Uemura continues his journey in the US as he faces Red Death Daniel Garcia on February the 17th. Rocky Romero finally gets his hands on that devious Team Filthy Black Tiger in a one-on-one matchup. Can't wait to see what happens there. The USFJ Open Challenge series continues. Who faces Switchblade Jay White? Christopher Daniels will be taking on Gabriel Kidd, and Buddy Matthews returns to face Ren Narita. All that and more. You're going to want to be a part of Rivals in the Vermont Hollywood. Or if you're on the other side of the United States, Tampa, St. Pete, and the Coliseum will see Strong Style Evolved March 20th. Tickets are on sale now. And how about that announcement that coming up this April? Alright, let's head to our featured match for the day. It's from just about a year ago, New Beginning USA 2021. The IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Kenta finally got his shot against Jon Moxley. Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly are calling the action for the number 3 fan-voted match of 2021. Let's head to ringside.
First capturing the U.S. Heavyweight Championship in June of 2019, dethroning then champ Juice Robinson, being stripped of the title after being unable to make King of Pro Wrestling in October of 2019. It took a typhoon to take that title off of Jon Moxley, but he won it back at Wrestle Kingdom. He's a 2-time champ who's never been beaten for the belt.
If there's one man who's not afraid of Kenta, it is this man right here. He is a loose cannon. Not only does he love pain, but he loves to unleash it.
Has to be one of the most dangerous men in the world, Rocky.
100%.
赤兄弟第8代 IWGP US ヘビー級チャンピオン AEW 188センチ102キロデスライダージョン・モクスリー
One of the most dangerous individuals in professional wrestling. This guy can do it all. He can brawl with you. He can get extreme. He can get violent. Hey, we've seen him put together some of the most masterful game plans that any professional wrestler has put together. This guy can do it all. And that's why he's the U.S. heavyweight champ.
We want to thank the matchmakers of New Japan Pro Wrestling for signing this title match and having it for the fans of New Japan Strong. As finally the presentation of the gold by referee Jeremy Marcus, the title is finally at stake. The anticipation, all the want, all the waiting. The time is now. Kenta versus Jon Moxley for the U.S. Heavyweight Championship here on New Japan Strong.
Kenta anxious to get his hands on Moxley, facing off, trading shots.
Not gonna waste any time. No love lost between these two.
Kenta with a big boot, and Moxley returns with a big tackle, knocking Kenta to the mat.
Moxley, size edge. But Kenta, of course, has fought above his weight his entire career, while still a junior heavyweight, became the GHC heavyweight champion in Pro Wrestling Noah.
Ooh!
Sliding lariat, early cover, and a kick out, and immediate transition.
Bulldog choke, bulldog choke.
Kenta again to the ropes right away.
We know the work that Moxley has done with the legendary trainer Gil Guardado.
Absolutely. And we have yet to see him use that bulldog choke here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Kenta hanging Moxley out to dry there.
Oh, going for the top, and Kenta propelled, driven down all the way to the floor. Jon Moxley knocking Kenta.
Yeah, that was a rough landing for Kenta. But this is where Moxley is so dangerous. And the guy's a lunatic.
Well, he's certainly deranged, and he welcomes these fights on the outside. He knows how to use the ring as a weapon himself.
Referee Jeremy Marcus doing a great job letting these two fight it out to bring it back into the ring. But wait a minute now, dangerous situation here, setting for a suplex. Kenta blocking it. Oh!
Kenta suplexes Moxley on the floor.
Right onto the concrete floor. The thin layer of padding, a mere suggestion of protection as Moxley's back bouncing off the floor here in the arena.
Uh-oh. Kenta grabbing the briefcase.
Kenta has used that briefcase as a weapon a number of times, had to be replaced. It was so destroyed.
Moxley looking like he's gonna mount an attack on that briefcase, looking to pile drive him. Kenta wiggling out. And spikes him on that briefcase with a DDT.
DDT on the briefcase on the floor.
Well, that knocked Moxley. You're looking at Moxley's face. We're not sure if he knows where he's at.
No, he looks like he's trying to get up, but his wiring's a little scrambled.
Kenta now, who of course immediately, as soon as he won the New Japan Cup USA tournament, immediately called out Jon Moxley. Where's Moxley has been the frequent chant. 2 and a kick out. A kick out from Moxley.
Moxley was able to kick out of that, but that DDT on the briefcase. And a hard kick.
Moxley talked a few weeks ago about studying Kenta, about being a true student of the Kenta offense, and he's feeling it.
Vintage Kenta with the vicious kicks to the back of Moxley.
They both competed in the same G1 Climax tournament, but they were in opposite blocks, as both Kenta and Moxley competed for the first time in that prestigious tournament. It looked for a time as if we would see Kenta versus Moxley in the finals. Wait a minute, neckbreaker, 2 and a kick out. Both started undefeated, found victories tough down the stretch. But now the final conflict between these two, the matchup we've been anticipating forever.
I mean, this is the matchup we thought we didn't know if it was actually going to happen, Kevin.
Yeah, that's another story.
You know, politics aside.
Drop toe hold and the elbow drop, the follow-up from Kenta.
But nothing stops a champion like Jon Moxley.
Yeah, no office, no promotion. Tells Jon Moxley what to do.
Hard knee to the forehead of Moxley, and another.
And now dropping the knee pad down, the exposed knee.
Oh!
Kicked him right in the
ear, man.
Well, that's got to play a factor with the equilibrium. If you kick somebody in the ear, it's really hard to keep your equilibrium.
Rocky, we've seen Kenta, of course, turn back challenges time and time again, maintaining control of that briefcase.
5 minutes has elapsed.
It seems
5
like
minutes.
The long journey to this title match has made Kenta even better, even a stronger challenger.
At 100%. I mean, I think Kenta has really shown, you know, who he is and just all these defenses of that briefcase and that contract.
Oh, wait a minute. Moxley hangs on to the boot. Kenta repeated kicks, the mid kicks into the chest. And now Moxley.
Now trading shots.
Wow, they are blasting each other with these forearms.
You knew this was going to be a fight. Oh! And a hard elbow by Kenta. Stumbling Moxley in that corner.
And now Kenta, here we go, look at the sword. No, wait a minute, Moxley out, wait a minute.
Going for the go to sleep.
Throwing Kenta to the outside, of course, got to beware of Moxley's Death Rider finish, but you got to watch out for this!
Oh!
240 pounds sailing between the top and middle rope. Look at the handprints on the chest of Kenta. The strikes and repeated blows from Jon Moxley. Moxley taking damage out on the floor, inside the ring as well. These two men have battered each other over this U.S. Championship.
Ooh, Moxley with that headbutt.
And now Moxley on that stage. Looks like he's trying to find something to lift off of here. He's created distance between he and Kenta. Rocky, what in the world is going through the mind of Jon Moxley?
Oh, jumping knee from off the stage.
Sending Kenta flying. Jon Moxley flattens Kenta.
One thing is for sure, Moxley is not afraid to sacrifice himself if it means that he's going to hurt Kenta.
Yeah, that's the story of his whole career. Whatever he needs to do, even if it's at his own peril, Jon Moxley will do it.
What is he doing? He just pulled up the...
Moxley looking for something underneath the ring. Uh-oh.
He just pulled out a table.
A spare table underneath the ring.
Come on, get it back in the ring. You don't need to...
Well, things are about to get more violent.
Referee Jeremy Marcus giving these guys a lot of leeway out here on the floor. Let them settle it. There's too much at stake here with this title.
Oh, yeah. Too much at stake. We've waited too long for this title match.
And now trying to position that table just so. Tightening the legs. He's got an idea in mind. Only Jon Moxley can think of a dangerous situation here. Kenta pulling himself up by the timekeeper's table. Oh, just smashed him in the head with the U.S. title belt.
And like you said, Kevin, it happened on the outside of the ring, A. And B, your referee Jeremy Marcus is going to be very lenient in this match.
Yeah, he certainly is. And now Moxley is laid across that table. My God, look at this.
Moxley laying on that table as
what
Kenta
in the world is going through Kenta's mind?
You don't need to do this.
is climbing the top.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's looking to do some real damage and a big elbow drop. Breaking that table in half.
Might have broken Jon Moxley in half. Kenta diving through the prone body of Jon Moxley.
My God.
With both men down, Jeremy looking to start
your
the
time
count.
and think about
1,
this.
2,
Checking on both men,
3,
making sure that they're still
4,
conscious.
5, 6, 7.
Moxley laying in the wreckage of that table as Kenta is
9,
pulling himself up. Could
10,
Kenta win the title, win the U.S.
11,
title by countout?
Yeah,
12,
he can, Kevin.
13, 14,
And he just might.
15,
5 seconds left.
16,
Moxley still
17,
looking to find himself
Can
there.
he do it?
18,
Can he get back in? Get back in the
19.
ring.
Oh my God.
Kenta wasting no time.
Wow.
Jumping boot in the corner.
And now Kenta, corner to corner.
Big drop kick in that corner.
Crushed him. Crushed him.
10
Going
minutes
to
is
the
elapsed. 10 minutes.
Kenta, top rope. Already scored once out to the floor. Now.
Going for that stop, and he connects.
Double stomp right through the guts of Moxley.
1, 2. Oh my God.
So close.
And now Kenta calling for go to sleep. He's toyed with it once, but now Moxley.
Picks him up on the shoulders, but Moxley able to elbow out. Ooh. Both connect. But Kenta with it slaps to the face of Moxley and a
Pop
big
strikes,
one, but
no.
Moxley ducks in a German suplex.
German suplex out of desperation. Can he
And a
follow
big
up?
clothesline.
Yes, he does.
And now Moxley will go for a cover here. Has he outlasted Kenta? No, a kick out at 2. The IWGP US Heavyweight Championship is at stake. Jon Moxley, the champion, 2-time champ who's never been beaten for the belt against Kenta.
Moxie with the ground and pound. Uh-oh, getting caught. Game over. Game over.
Oh, if he can lock that in. pulling on that neck while he has that arm trap, but Moxley able to roll him over into a submission on his own.
Bulldog choke. Bulldog choke.
He's got it hooked.
Moxley's hips have cleared. The higher he can lift, the more intense the grip. Wait a minute.
Sits out. Trapping the arm again.
Now going for the opposite side. This time he's got game over locked in.
Oh my God.
Beautiful transitions between these two athletes.
No, not a tap.
You see the blood rushing to the head of Jon Moxley. His face reddening deeper and deeper as Kenta's squeezing. Game over. Will it be game over for Moxley?
He's not tapping. He's not tapping.
Hole is tied. Will Moxley be able to get to the rope?
He's fading.
He's fading.
He's fading.
He's fading. Oh my God, barely able to get to the rope.
A last-second surge propelling Moxley to the bottom rope. Kenta had the title within his grasp. The U.S. Heavyweight Championship belt. That's what's at stake here.
Oh, hard kick to the midsection of Moxley.
What a shot to the body of Moxley.
And now Kenta drives the knee to the back of Moxley's head.
Oh, what a lariat.
Swinging for the fences, Jon Moxley.
He decapitated Kenta on that one.
God, now got to be thinking about death. Yes, thinking about Death Rider.
Moxley needs this Death Rider, and he needs it badly.
He'll hook him up. Death Rider. Death Rider is coming.
Hooks him.
Oh, no.
Kenta picks him up for the go to sleep, but Moxley able to get to his feet.
Ooh, Kenta with clotheslines, slaps.
Wait a minute. Transition. Drops him on his head. Hooks the leg. Choke. Kenta kicks out. Kenta kicks out.
You're done, Kenta. You pay for it now, Kenta. You pay for all your shit talk now.
Moxley is ready to settle this once and for all.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. You, Moxley.
Wait a minute, Death Rider! He did it! Death Rider on Kenta! Leg hook, two, and he does over!
Time, 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Here is your winner, and still IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion, Death Rider, Jon Moxley! Once again, your winner, and still IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion.
Was it
Jon
worth the wait, gentlemen? I say hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
A hard-hitting war between these two, and Moxley defends his title.
Kenta now realizing that that's as close as he will come to the U.S. Heavyweight Championship.
Moxley. I don't know if that was a show of respect or if he's patronizing him.
Death Rider delivers the gold. Once again, Jon Moxley victorious.
And Jon Moxley back in New Japan Pro Wrestling, gentlemen.
An absolute war. And we would expect nothing less with Jon Moxley and Kenta. But at the end, Jon Moxley victorious. And and still your IWGP US Heavyweight Champion.
What a way to wrap things up this week on Extra. We'll be back next week to talk about the Japanese touring schedule restarting and New Beginning USA kicking off over on NJPW Strong, plus another fantastic fan-voted match of 2021. Until next time, go kigenyo, sayonara.